Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Hughes. I am the Lord of Leisure. Oh yes, I am him. And welcome to another Aftermath video. Oh yes. Twice in one weekend. I know. It's kind of scary at this point that I've actually got out this much, but don't worry, it won't happen again. Basically, this is another Aftermath video where, after watching a film, I stand out like a fucking idiot in the cinema and just tell you about something I watched as to whether or not it was any good, bad, ugly, and all the rest of it. This Aftermath video is all about Pacific Rim Uprising, which is all about giant robots fighting giant monsters, and then also giant robots, and other human shit happens in between. To be honest, who the fuck cares? It's not going to be Shakespeare. It's as deep as a paddling pool, and I fucking loved it. If you're after big screen, dumb fun, Pacific Rim Uprising has it in spades. Excellent special effects. One twist which actually surprised me, involving Charlie Day, and I will leave it at that. You know, again, spoilers and shit, but surprisingly, yeah, despite the fact you think you know exactly where it's going, and you're not wrong for a lot of it, but yeah, when that little twist came up, fair play, you know. I have to say, the producers, Guillermo del Toro and all the others, yeah, thank you. You at least surprised me on one thing in this film. So, Pacific Rim Uprising, it's the sequel to Pacific Rim, obviously. And John Boyega's in this, from Star Wars fame and various other things now, actually, come to think of it. He is the son of Idris Elba, or at least he wishes he was in real life, possibly as well. But in this, he is the son of the Marshal, who bravely killed himself, effectively, to save the world in the first Pacific Rim. The world has inevitably changed in apparently 10 years that they're setting this since the original Pacific Rim. There's various, well, some of the world's rebuilt, other parts not so much, but John Boyega's character basically goes around stealing old Jaeger parts to sell on the black market for hot sauce and other bits of food. Basically, it's a very expensive takeaway operation that he's got going on, but he's pulled back in to the whole affair of the military with the Jaeger program, mainly because of his sister, who is now a member of I guess a UN council, and they're trying to present something from the may as well call them the Evil Takasaki Corporation, for all the fucking difference it makes, from evil bad guys, or bad girl, running a Japanese firm who wants to automate the Jaeger program. Obviously various amounts of shit happens, and then somehow, oh dear, there's treachery and deceit afoot. But from whom? Well, I've said pretty much whom, but you know, yeah. Suffice to say, shit happens. There's the usual far too much explanation, you know, in terms of backstory. It's like, come on, if you watch the first one, you're inevitably going to watch the second one. You know you are. And there's also the sappy hoorah moments, where obviously there's a couple of cadets that are jolly upset about things, and then they fight, and then they all make up, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? You get to see, on a big screen, giant robots fighting other giant robots to then also fight giant monsters. Because the way the monsters come back is actually quite cool. Gotta be honest, quite cool. So, all in all, would I recommend Pacific Rim Uprising? If you enjoyed the first one, absolutely. The place to watch it is on the big screen, simply because of the oomph that you get from it. The special effects are fantastic. The sound, obviously, through the surround sound speaker systems in something like this at a cinema, yeah, does the film massive amounts of justice. Okay acting, reasonable story, some good comedy bits. Yeah, I would actually say if you want to turn your brain off and just enjoy some shit going on the screen, then yeah, Pacific Rim Uprising is definitely going to have that in spades. See? I like dumb. I do like dumb. This is dumb, except for one or two odd bits here and there, and I tell you what, yeah, I'll take it. Pacific Rim Uprising, definitely worth watching at the cinema, campers. May lose something, of course, watching at home on Netflix or otherwise, but these big bombastic things often do. What can you do? So there you go, campers. I actually do recommend catching Pacific Rim Uprising at the cinema. I've been Paul Hughes. I'm going to bugger off for some kip because, frankly, I didn't even sleep that much from blockers last night. So, till then, and other words and shit, you know. If I was a professional, I'd actually finish this video properly, but I'm not. I'm not. Just a lazy twat.